All right, so just quickly for the record, this is a web-based call and we're operating under the following procedures. The meeting is being video and audio recorded, and the recording will be available within 24 hours and posted to the Town of Waterford's Planning Department website. To ensure good sound quality, the default rule for the meeting is that everybody remains on mute unless they're speaking. If an attendee creates an audio or visual disruption, the Zoom moderator may place them on mute or remove them from the meeting if the disruption continues. We will not use the chat feature in this meeting, and we do appreciate anybody's attendance at the meeting. Should you have any questions about the process, you can call our staff at 860-444-5813 between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mark for a quick roll call, and then Greg will turn it over.
Okay. For the roll, Greg Masad.
Here.
John Bashaw.
Here.
Tim Bleasdale.
Here.
Karen Barnett. Ken Petrini.
Here. There.
Joe DeBono. Okay, we have a quorum.
Okay. Great. So we have 4 people and no need for an alternate. This might be the quickest meeting ever. So we'll try to just run right through this. Item number 2, approval of the September 20th, 2021 minutes.
I move approval of the minutes.
John moved.
I'll second that.
Tim second. All in favor of the minutes approval?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
4-0. Item number 3, receipt of applications. Receipt of Waterford Woods LLC owner and applicant for modification of an approved site plan for property located at 384 and 394 Willits Avenue Extension in accordance with section 16, 18, 22 of the zoning regulations, and as shown on plans entitled Waterford Woods Site Modification Plans dated 11/18/20 revised to 9/21/20. Action required by 12/12/21. We're just receiving that, right, Abby?
Correct.
That's correct. It's an order for receipt, and we will be scheduling the meeting and review at the appropriate time.
Okay. Item number 4, correspondence. We don't have any, do we?
No.
Okay. Item number 5, commission business, just quick rundown of the past upcoming projects.
Yep, so I won't repeat some of the ones that we keep going back to with Gabriel's and some of the Mago Point stuff, because folks can kind of see that those things still underway. The Willits Avenue Apartments, the building permit for the first building has been issued. The second one is under review, and the site work for the road is underway. So we should start to see the first foundation go in on those apartments very shortly. Let's see. We're working very closely with the developers on Seaview Terrace and Catherine Court to get to the final road acceptance. Those should be hopefully moving forward within the next couple of weeks so that we can finalize those and prepare them for acceptance, which is great. We want to get those resident services for the winter if we can. 171 Rope Ferry Road, work is still underway, and that list of folks who are looking for apartments there keeps growing. So there's definitely some push there. And we are still awaiting some of the check prints for the site plan at 908 Hartford Turnpike, and then Mylars for Safe Futures. And so once those comes in, those projects will hopefully get underway. In terms of upcoming pieces, we still have preliminary conversation going on for Gurley Road development for industrial down at the end of Gurley Road on the oil mill side. So we'll go through that. Let's see, Route 85, the apartments right across from Crossroad, the 237 units there are still under preliminary review. So those comments have gone out to the applicant from the various departments under the preliminary, and hopefully we'll be hearing something back from them soon. There, just some quick news on the Macy's property in the mall. It closed and the deed was filed today. So we have some interest there and a desire from that developer to move forward and start to have some conversations with the other ownership interests. So that's some progress. We'll see how that goes as that transition to their ownership takes hold. Still some interest or continued interest in the former Papageno site. So we're hoping that is something that continues forward. The prospective applicant is still looking with the site architect to determine whether the project they want to do on that particular property is feasible. And then there is some questioning and some calls back and forth from our office with the new owner of the Sunset Ribs property to determine some steps for site improvements. I also just heard today that it's possible that an amended site plan request may come in for the Sunset Landing property, the seasonal facility at Mango Point, to look at clarifying what the use will be in the future and asking for some concessions relative to winter storage of property and that kind of stuff on the site. So that would likely be coming within the next few weeks. And there we go. The only other piece is on Thursday at 5:30, we've got another presentation of the final plan, or the next step toward the final plan for the town center project, and some modifications are underway right now to present a plan that is more in line with some of the items that the commission brought up when you spoke with the consultant Chad Frost. So a little bit better attention to reducing the rec and parks area, creating some more amenities in that space, and really making sure that the future isn't defined as a maintenance facility versus having other activities there. So that's underway now.
Great, thank you, Adam. Any questions on that from anyone?
And just for the record, Karen has joined us, so.
Oh, hi, hi, Karen. John, you seem to be approaching the camera. Do you have questions? Oh, okay. All right. That's it for that. Item number 6, administrative review. Review of the 2022 meeting schedule. Anybody have any questions on that? It's pretty much the same as this year. Nothing really conflicts with any of the holidays, maybe the day after Labor Day. That's really the only one, but not really the day after July 4th or New Year's or anything like that. So anybody have any problems with that proposed schedule? Anybody see any confliction there? No? Okay. So that's good. I talked to Abby earlier today and about moving this discussion for the rest of the regulations to the next meeting for various reasons. They have a couple tweaks they want to send out to us. We want to try to get a little proposed game plan down on them. And I also am stuck up in New Hampshire and I have to leave right after this meeting to come back to Connecticut. So I do have a long drive and was hoping we could, rather than spin our wheels on that tonight, move that to the next meeting. So that seems to be all we have. I thought we actually had a presentation tonight and I misread that it was just a receipt of applications. So Karen, do you have any questions on anything? I know we started right at 6:30. Great. So I think that's it. Anybody have?
So great, two quick things if I could. So before we adjourn, we're gonna need an actual motion and approval on the meeting schedule, just because it's for the record keeping for the clerk's office. And then the other piece is just to kind of put things in perspective, what I'd really like to focus on, and we'll send out updated drafts, but just to make sure we're clear on direction, the marijuana moratorium, we've had that language checked by the town attorneys. So I'd like to send that out and hopefully be ready to talk about that at the 26th. And then the other one is the accessory dwelling units. If we could focus on that conversation of which direction, whether modify our regulations to match the legislation or do some amendments to make things a little bit more compatible with primary structures. If folks can think through that a little bit based on the memo that I sent, I think August or so, that would be the priorities, only because in January, some of those elements take effect and we want to make sure that we're not behind what is enabled by legislation. So if we can prioritize those, and then the rest of it, we'll finalize some of those tweaks. And Karen, based on some of the stuff that you had emailed to me in terms of groupings of potential order to take this, the regulation amendments, we'll put together just kind of a potential schedule. So to help maybe organize the conversation around that.
So we did get some comments from Karen. If anybody else has any comments to submit beforehand, please do.
Abby, could you resend that memo, please?
Absolutely. Yep.
Thank you.
So anybody have a motion to approve the meeting minute schedule for 2022?
Sure, I'll move that we approve the 2022 meeting schedule.
Okay, move to approve by John. Seconded by
I'll second.
Karen. All in favor of the 2022 meeting schedule, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Everyone, no objection. Thank you. And I guess just a meeting to adjourn.
Yeah, move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great.
Good
That was
night,
quick.
everybody.
Good night.
Yeah.
Safe travels, Greg.
Yeah, thank you. Tim, nice sign on the building today.
Thanks.
Looks great.
Yeah,
Looks really
thanks.
good. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.